Hi there, welcome to Smart Quiz Builder. My name is Veena Prashant. Smart Quiz Builder is the best quiz and survey plugin for WordPress. Today I'm excited to let you know that we have released yet another amazing feature in Smart Quiz Builder that will allow you to get more people to share their quiz results on social. So typically the way a quiz works is users answer a few questions, you display an opt-in form, users need to opt in to see the outcome, to see their results, right? And if you want to get them to share their results on social, you cannot require it, but you can have a Facebook share button or a Twitter share button show up on the final outcome screen and they can click on it to share their results on social. That's how it works currently. You can't require them to share it, but it will be on the final outcome screen. If they want to share their results on social, they can do so by clicking on these social buttons. So now what we have done is we have taken it a step further. So say that users answer the questions and you still want to display an opt-in form. And after they opt in, you want to display a social share button where users can share their results on social to see a detailed final breakdown of their outcome. You can do this. So say that you want to get people to share their results on social to be able to see the outcome. You don't want them to have to opt in, but you just want them to share their results on social. You can do this too. And if you want to do both, you can do it. If you want to just get them to share, you can do it. Or if you just want them to opt in to see the results, that's how it works now. You can still do this. So everything is fully configurable. Opt in, share, see results, just share and see results, or just opt in and see results. So there are 3 different ways you can do this. Let me take you behind the scenes to quickly show you how you can set this up. All right, so this is the backend of Smart Quiz Builder. So I'm going to show you all the 3 options where you require users to opt in to see the results, or you require them to just share to see the results, or they have to do both to see the results. It's really easy to set this up. I'm going to select an existing quiz. You can do this with a new quiz or existing. I'm just going to show you with an existing quiz how I enable these options. I'm going to edit this quiz. All right, so this is the basic settings, regular stuff. This is a personality quiz. You can do this with any type of quiz. Display settings. Now this is where you will now find a new option. You can see here it says share on social to see outcome. Are users required to share on social? If yes, enable this. That's it. All right. So now users will have to share on social, either on Facebook or on Twitter, to be able to see the final outcome or the detailed breakdown of their outcome. All right. So I have enabled it, and that's all you have to do. That's step number 1. And then what you will notice is in the lead generation, it used to be lead generation before. Now, if you enable share, it's going to say lead generation and share, because the rest of the options for share, you can set it up here in the lead generation screen. Now, one more thing here. So I have also enabled lead generation, right? So you want to display an opt-in form? Yes. So users have to opt in. So opt-in will happen first. So they need to opt in first. And then if you have enabled the share option, they're going to next see the share option where they have to share it, and then they will be sent to the outcome screen. So it'll do both here because I have enabled both options. Lead generation, yes. So opt-in form will be displayed first, and then the share, they are going to have to share to see the final result. Now, if you only want one of these, say that you want them to just share to be able to see the outcome, just enable this and disable this one. This way, all they have to do is share to see the final outcome. And if you want them to just opt in, this is how the default behavior is, right? When you create a new quiz, lead generation is enabled, but share is disabled. So that's how it works by default. So if you do not want them to share to see the outcome, but you just want them to opt in, then you can just enable this and disable this. All right. Here, I'm going to enable both. And when you enable both, you're going to see lead generation and share. Everything else is the same. I'm going to skip all the rest of the steps for how you create a quiz in SQB. That's the regular stuff. So here, this is, I have 4 different outcomes, questions. I have 5 questions in this quiz. Users will see all of these questions, and I have branching logic enabled, which means not everyone is going to see the same question. I have set up a quiz funnel here for this quiz. And finally, they're going to see this opt-in form after they answer all the questions. Now, after they opt in here, then what I want to do is, you can see here, there is a new tab here under lead generation share. There's a new tab, share. If you click on it, you can set up the rest of the stuff here. All right. The first step is to enter your Facebook API key. And if you don't know how to create a Facebook API key, you can watch this video where you can see how to generate a Facebook API key. So log into your Facebook account, go to developers.facebook.com, click on My Apps, and here you can create a new app and select, here I'm going to select business and display name, give it any name you want. I'm going to call it SQB Share, and app contact email, enter your email address and business account. and then just click on create app. It'll bring you here. So here, just click on settings, basic settings. There are a few things you need to set up here. So this is your app ID. This is what you need to enter in SQB. But before you do this, you need to finish the setup here. App domain. You're doing this for which domain? So enter your domain name here. For example, if it's yoursite.com, enter that here. And no HTTPS here, just the domain name, all right? Contact email, privacy policy URL. This is a required field. Enter a valid URL here and here, otherwise it's not going to work. Choose a category. So here I'm going to select quizzes and horoscopes. All right, and then that's it. Go ahead and save changes. So make sure the app domain exists here. Sometimes if you enter it and you just save it, it's not going to save correctly. So make sure it shows up here. All right, save changes. So the next step is just go further down on this page. Here you will see an option that says add platform. Click on it and select website. Next. And after you do this, you will see under website, it says site URL. So this part is a little bit not intuitive, but just make sure to click on add platform, then select website. And when you come out of it, it will let you enter your website URL. So here just enter HTTPS, whatever is the domain name, and go ahead and save it. Now what you can do is copy this app ID and enter this in Smart Quiz Builder. And I'll show you where to do this. All right, so this is Smart Quiz Builder quiz settings. So here I was editing my quiz and have enabled the share option. So under lead generation share, under share, enter FB API key. Make sure to enter your Facebook API key that you created for this domain. It's going to be different for each domain. So this is specific to the domain where you have share enabled. So make sure to enter the right one. And if you want to do this on a different domain, you will have to create a different API key for that domain. So that's step number 1. And then moving on to step number 2, share title. By default, you're going to see it's going to have the quiz title. And if you want to change it, you can. Enter outcome result message for Facebook. So when users share it, what do you want it to say? So when they click the button, say that I took the quiz and I click the button to share. So in the share box, it's going to say I got outcome title, right? So I got whatever is the final outcome they got and followed by the quiz title. So these are merge tags. It will be replaced by the actual outcome they got and the title of the quiz, all right? And you can see how it looks right here. Enter outcome result message for Twitter. Same thing will be shared on Twitter. If you want to change it, if you want to edit it, you can. And upload image. This is the image that will be shared. If you want to upload a different image, you can. Enter URL of the page that you want users to share. So this should be the URL of the page where you want them to take the quiz. So wherever you're going to publish this quiz, enter the URL of that page here. So this is important because when it gets shared by users, someone else sees in their feed, they click on that link, then where do you want them to land? You want them to land on your quiz page so they can take the quiz, then they can share. And so that's how your quiz can go viral on social. All right. And then customize share screen. All of this is click and edit. You can change the text. You can change the colors. And this is what they are going to see. They can click on these buttons to share their results on social. All right. And then go ahead and save it. All right. So at the end, you're going to get a shortcode. This is the standard Smart Quiz Builder stuff. You can copy this, paste it wherever you want your quiz to show up. And then users will be required to share to see the final outcome. So let's go ahead and test this. All right. So I have published the quiz here on this page, just a test page, just to show you how this works. This is the front end. This is the quiz. I'm going to complete this quiz and show you what happens. I'm going to answer questions, just picking some random answers. So I have configured it to show both, right? Opt-in first and then the share. So get started. So you can see here, instead of the outcome, it shows this first and users have to share to be able to see the outcome. So I'm going to go ahead and share. You can see it's going to show them what outcome they got. It says, I got free lead magnet course. So they can see what they got and now they can share it to see the detailed breakdown. So I'm going to go ahead and share it. Thanks for sharing. And this message is customizable in the back end. Next. And now they can see the detailed breakdown. This is the final outcome screen. Whether you want to send them here or send them to a completely different page on your site, redirect them. So if you want to redirect them, it's the regular stuff in Smart Quiz Builder. In the outcome tab, you can say set redirect rule. By default, it will redirect them to the right outcome screen. If you want to redirect them to a different page, you can do so by selecting this. And based on the outcome they get, SQB will redirect them to the right outcome page on your site. So in the display settings, say that you just want them to share. There's no opt-in. You just want them to share to see the results. You can do that too. So you can turn off opt-in. Right. So let's go ahead and complete the quiz again. This time it should, it's not going to show me opt-in. just the share option, and I can share on social to see the final result, right? So as you can see, no opt-in required. I just have to share it to see the final outcome. I'm going to go ahead and share it on Facebook. Thanks for sharing. Now I can click on the next button and I can see the final outcome. So this is how it works, really straightforward. So you can have just opt-in, and all you have to do is different options. All the options are in display settings. You can have lead generation turned on, and you can also have social share turned on. And if you don't want them to share, you can turn it off. If you want them to just share, but you don't want them to have to opt in also, you can turn this off. So what you do is completely up to you. These options can be easily turned on and off. And all you have to do first is log into Facebook, go to developers.facebook.com, create an API key like I showed you earlier. For your domain, enter the API key here. If you want to update any of these settings, you can. Default is already here. The main thing is the URL of the page that you want users to share. So this should be your quiz page so they can take the quiz and then they can share. So make sure to enter the URL of the page where you have the quiz right here. Go ahead and save, publish the quiz, and that's all you have to do. Really straightforward, simple setup, and it will definitely help you. And depending on what you really need from your quiz, are you looking to increase your social shares? Are you looking to get more people to opt in? Or you want to do both? Depending on what your specific needs are, you can use it, you can configure it however you want it to work for you. I hope this was helpful. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not done so already. This way you will be the first to know when I publish new videos like this. And be sure to follow me on Twitter as well if you're there. I post daily tips there on membership, on marketing, on quizzes, on surveys. I think you will find it helpful. And that's it for now. My name is Veena Prashant. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.